It's finally here, guys. After like weeks and weeks and weeks of waiting for this thing, we have a delivery. Hey YouTube, it's the Past Rocket, and we've got a special delivery today for you guys, all the way from the UK. We've got, what do we have? We have a box from Ruroc. We've got Atlas 3.0 El Diablo. Now this thing's been delayed for weeks with the holidays, so finally though it's here and we're gonna do an unboxing. And I know there's been a lot of really mixed reviews on these on YouTube and a lot of different videos with a lot of different opinions, but we're gonna see what it's all about. So cue the intro and let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Thank you for watching this video and dropping by my channel. If you guys don't already follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you should do so. I'm gonna put the links right up there. Today I'm wearing some gloves, and the reason for that, well, it's a little bit of a long story. I was trying to fix my printer earlier and it kind of exploded. So actually my hands are all covered and stained with printer ink, which is a lot of fun. My cat's photobombing in the background. Seriously, cat? All right, back to YouTube stuff. You guys are in for a little bit of a treat. This is actually the first video that I'm ever uploading on my channel. And right now the upload schedule is gonna be a little bit sporadic just because it is winter here. It's currently 30 below outside in Calgary. So I obviously can't ride my bike, but we're gonna try to get some videos out and some reviews in the time being. But come May of 2022, we're gonna be launching an episode every single week and lots of awesome content on the bike, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get on with this unboxing. First of all, I wanna give Ruroc a big thank you for getting me this helmet out here as soon as possible. I know there's a lot of delays over the holiday, but you know what? It finally made it, so I'm not gonna complain. All right, guys, so once you open the shipping box, you get this very premium looking matte black box with the embossed logos on the side. The cat, again, give a cat a box and this is what happens, right guys? All right, let's open this bad boy up. I really like this packaging, first of all. I have to say I'm really impressed by that so far. It's just, you know, nowadays packaging is everything, guys. What's this? Ruroc. All right, we got a sticker pack. Good touch, good touch. Everybody likes stickers. And of course the Atlas 3.0 information and manual here. We'll set those aside for now. All right, guys, inside the box, you're gonna find a visor. So I believe these ones come with a clear visor on the helmet as well as a tinted visor also. I also ordered the red iridescent visor with my helmet because it kind of fits my bike and I love the look of it. So we got that extra one in there. Now that does not come with a helmet by default. You're gonna get the two. You're gonna get the clear and the smoked visors. I also requested a GoPro mount for this helmet, which fits onto the chin of the helmet and should be a nice streamlined setup, but we'll be covering this guy in another video. The next video actually, where I talk about the motovlogging setup and exactly what gear we're gonna use to make all the videos and what that's gonna look like. So stay tuned for that, because that'll be pretty awesome as well. And last but not least, of course, is the helmet. All right, guys, we've got everything unpacked now and we're ready to unwrap this beautiful helmet. So let's take a look at what this thing looks like in person. I've seen all the photos on the internet and I was super excited when I picked this guy out. And I'm so stoked to see what it looks like. Wow, look at that, guys. That is a beautiful graphic on this helmet. So when you first pull the helmet out of the box, the clear visor is going to be mounted on the helmet. Holy crap, I cannot get over how awesome this thing looks. Wow, 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 you guys. This thing is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. It's so gorgeous that I think it needs its own montage. Let's cue the shots. All right, guys, let's get back to the review. So one of the first things that I want to talk about is the re-engineered visor mechanism on this helmet. The way that Ruroc has re-engineered this for the Atlas 3.0 over the Atlas 2.0 is that we've got a quick change visor mechanism, and they've also added a few different visor stop points for the helmet. So one of the biggest complaints was that people will be fogging up and the helmet would, you'd have to open your visor all the way just to get a little bit of airflow in the helmet. But now you've got this other stop position here, which just gives you a little bit of space on that visor to get some airflow in there to defog the visor while you're riding, if you're riding in cold weather. When you purchase this helmet, you're going to get both a clear visor in the box as well as a smoked visor, and these are super easy to change out. All we have to do is grab one of these pins, rotate it, and that pulls out. And we do the same on the other side. Rotate that counterclockwise and pull out the pin. Here's the two pins, and from there we just lift the visor off the helmet, and we can put our smoked one on. And then once you're done, there's a couple little teeth on these pins here that you have to line up to the grooves inside the hole. They only kind of fit one way, and then just rotate it clockwise, to secure that into place. So here we have it, the Atlas 3.0 helmet with the included smoked visor mounted on. Easy as cake, and damn, that looks good. So looking beneath the visor, Ruroc has put a new seal on this helmet, which is going to help you guys with wind noise, with water infiltrating into the visor there. So this has been re-engineered as well on the Atlas 3.0, as Ruroc did get some feedback on the 2.0 that there was some whistling and wind noise, as well as some water that could occasionally get into the visor. So this is a nice tight seal here, and it locks on really nicely, actually. I've got my AGV helmet also, and I found that on my AGV helmet, the factory visor sealed really well, but I did get some other ones off eBay, and they've got a really bad gap. So the nice thing about Ruroc is that you do get the two visors included, so you should kind of be off to a good start already as soon as you unbox this helmet. Another thing about the visor is that if you guys are riding in cold weather, you're definitely going to want to invest in a pin lock. And that's one thing that is not included in the box with Ruroc. However, they do have that option when you're checking out to buy the helmet. I did opt for that as well. So I have a pin lock lens here, which is just a clear lens. And as you can see on the new Atlas 3.0 visors, you do have the little knobs here for the pin lock. So we can go ahead and mount that as well. And there we have it. That is the clear Atlas 3.0 visor with the pin lock mounted on as well. All right, guys, the next thing that I want to talk about is the aerodynamics of this helmet. After releasing the Atlas 2.0, Ruroc got a lot of feedback on the noise and aerodynamics, and the noise was one of the biggest complaints of the Atlas 2.0. So they've re-engineered this helmet with a more aerodynamic shell, which is going to help a lot with road noise and wind noise. The other thing to note is that the Atlas 3.0 has 3 different shell sizes. So if you guys are on the extremes of the sizing chart, like you're an extra small or an extra large, there's going to be more options there instead of the 2 shell sizes that were available with the Atlas 2.0. So that's definitely a plus too. A lot of people are still complaining about how noisy this helmet is. And the fact of the matter is this helmet is not meant to be the quietest helmet on the market. One of the main reasons being is that these vents that are on the helmet here and here, and in the back and right by the chin here, these are not, there's no way to close them. So in order to block these off, you actually do have to buy a vent plug system from Ruroc, which unfortunately isn't included with the helmet, which is a little bit of a con, but I'm happy to run the helmet as is. Sure, it's not as quiet as a Shoei, however, it's still fairly good. Perhaps one of the biggest upgrades to the Atlas 3.0 over the Atlas 2.0 is the newly redesigned cheek pads that are on this helmet. One of the biggest complaints of the Atlas 2.0 was the poor quality of the cheek pads in general. Ruroc has completely re-engineered that, and these actually look really good. I would be more than happy with this. I mean, I know there's been a lot of mixed reviews, some people saying they're still no good, but from looking and feeling, I mean, I haven't really worn the helmet in yet, but my first impressions of these new cheek pads are really, really positive. Another one of the big criticisms that I've heard about this helmet over and over again is that people are saying that it's extremely tight and that the sizing is no good. But let's test that out. We're gonna put the helmet on and see how it fits. Just for reference, guys, I didn't know what my size was gonna be in the Atlas 3.0. All I did was I went on the Ruroc website, and they do have a guide on how to measure yourself for the helmet. It's pretty easy. There's just a size chart, and you just have to wrap essentially a measuring tape around your forehead or your head, and it's gonna tell you what size range that you fall in and what to do if you're in between sizes. So let's go ahead and put this helmet on and see how it feels. All right, guys, we've got the helmet on and the visor shut. Sorry if my audio is a little muffled. Wow, that really clicks in there nicely. No issues getting this helmet on. It's snug, but it's not overly tight. So honestly, this is a size large with a large shell. I don't know what people are talking about with saying that the helmet is way too tight or way too loose. Pretty snug. I can't move it around too much. It's quite comfortable actually. So I guess we'll have to do another revisit to see what the long-term longevity of those cheek pads are gonna be. Are they gonna pack in a lot, or how's that gonna work? Another one of the complaints that I've heard a lot is people saying that their ears are folding or hurting when they put the helmet on. I'm finding that there's actually a lot of room around my ears on this helmet compared to my AGV helmet or my Icon helmet. Another really cool feature that I want to point out is the buckle on this helmet. Now this is exclusive to Ruroc, but it's magnetic, and I wish that more manufacturers would do this, but basically if you just pull it, it's as easy as that to undo it. I'm getting really hot, so I'm gonna take this helmet off, and let's take a look at that buckle. One of the coolest features about this helmet is also one of the most simple features of this helmet, which is the magnetic buckle. And so when we do it up, kind of looks like that here. So you've got this little tab here, and if we just pull on this, it just undoes itself. Really, really easy to get it on and off, and to get it on, all we gotta do is just latch it back on like that. If you've been a rider for any amount of time, you know how frustrating it can get to do the hook and loop and clip thing on the helmet when you've got gloves on. And this really alleviates those pains. I can actually put a lot of weight on this, so there's not really any concern about it being unsafe or coming undone while you're riding, or if you were to, God forbid, get in a crash. But yeah, I can pull really hard on this, and it's really secure. But as soon as you pull down, it comes out that easily. I feel like Ruroc's gotten a lot of flack for being unsafe, but this helmet does have both DOT and ECE safety ratings. It's got the right certifications, it's got DOT and ECE. There's a lot of helmets that I've seen that don't even have any ECE ratings, so the fact that Ruroc even has that is a plus point for me. In summary, guys, I'm super, super happy to have this helmet. I'm really excited to ride with it more. I'm really excited to make some more videos with it and really show this helmet off. I think it looks absolutely awesome, and that's just one of the things that I just can't get over yet. This is definitely the sweetest looking helmet that I've ever had, for sure, to this day. The only other thing that I can complain about in summary about the helmet is the price. It's pretty steep. It's, I believe this one is $660. Aside from being a little bit expensive, this helmet's comfy. This helmet looks awesome. I don't have any concerns about the safety of this helmet. The visor options are great. The magnetic buckle is freaking awesome. I don't really have a lot to complain about. I'm really happy with it, and I'm really excited to make more videos with this and share my experiences with you guys. If you guys found this video helpful, please subscribe and like the video, and also let me know in the comments what you thought, or if you guys have any other questions, or if you want to see anything in more detail with this helmet. And I would be glad to highlight anything that I forgot to cover in this video. And definitely keep your eyes out for the next video, where we're going to talk about the motovlogging setup, and we're going to install this bad boy on the Ruroc Atlas 3.0, and we're going to mount our GoPro Hero 8, and we are also going to mount the Cardo Packtalk Bold JBL system onto this bad boy here, and see how that goes. And until then, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.